Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Detroit Lions. With that, let's head inside the Ford Field in Detroit. We're standing by are the two men who will bring you this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. The shotgun snap for Stanford. It's brought in by Bolden. 30. Past the 20. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. This one complete to Lacey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here we go. Set. 50.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got her on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off. Let's get off the field.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Stafford now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Gibson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. They find some open field here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a fake on the give. The run-pass option. This one out quickly to Westbrook. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A pass there complete to Westbrook, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. From the 2 now, second and goal. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Watch the safety crease.
Second and 7 at the 27-yard line.
On second down, Swift. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Stafford here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw, and he gets it to Bolden. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. On third down, it's Hubbard, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. They'll run on first down. Swift. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. On first down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
50's the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 5 of 6, very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Looking to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin right here in the city beautiful, Orlando, Florida. And it's the Giants who are out in front. Daniel Jones, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And right now they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Runs over it. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go. Do it.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hubbard. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Bears.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now a give, right side. Hubbard, and past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, there's still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you're that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
58, Mike. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Big edge. Speed dribble.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They're going to look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's on the ground, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Decision as he stopped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Making now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offensive backfield and spilling everything.
Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Lions will take over.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 1st down, Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Go! 50, plant. You better bring it. I'm letting you go. You better bring it. Let's go.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
It's just me and you.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Well, they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This is Bawden, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Nick Bawden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He'll buy some time right, and that'll be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The throw over the middle taken in. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Hubbard. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Red. 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Here we go. Night, sweetheart. Ready.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Given 2 yards on that one, 2nd and goal now. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey, 58, boy, 50. Come. Let's go. Be driven.
Shreds the tackle. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Ready?
On first down, Swift. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now the Bears down by 2 touchdowns, 2:08 on the clock. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up first and 10.
Ready up. 57 Mike. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back to throw here. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break it. Are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Point after, right down the middle. The final score now from that game at Lambeau. And give that one to the Cardinals as they wind up winners. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, let's get set. Watch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Lions, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.